Chapter 13. When John Lee left the Lord as mentioned, he took several basic magic books. Augustus generously lent them, saying they could be gifts since they were common theory books available in stores, not real treasures. Before John Lee could explain why he wanted them, Augustus supplied his own reasoning. Just as I train with the sword daily, a mage must reinforce fundamentals to stay strong. Augustus said admiringly, "You read so disciplined, John Lee." "Fine, whatever he says." The Dean coachman drove him back to the supermarket. After lunch and time at the mansion, it was late past the usual afternoon opening. John Lee glanced at the sky, started the magic books, flipped the hourglass, and returned to Earth soon after. Someone entered the supermarket. "Hey, John, why do you open so late today?" "Whoa," and Chen froze upon entering. "What is with the outfit?" John Lee glanced down. Instead of his usual white t-shirt, he wore the silk finery bought for the mansion visit, clashing with his small shopkeeper vibe. And Chan's surprise faded into a grin, attending some event. "You look much sharper than usual." John Lee touched his nose. "And Chen, what do you need?" "Oh, a bottle of dish soap," she asked eagerly. "Were you in a performance? Will we see you on TV?" "Local channel," John Lee mumbled. "Hard to say." And Chen sighed regretfully as she left with her soap. The door closed behind her. Turning back, she saw the glass door locked, the shutter down. Through the glass, she glimpsed the owner hurrying inside with something. And Chen, didn't he just open? No wonder John Lee was in a rush. He did just acquire otherworldly books. On the way back, his mood swung wildly. "Come on, it is magic. So cool. Who hasn't he dreamed of at all delivering a letter since childhood?" As a recent graduate, accepting his otherworld travels so naturally, it was only normal to be curious about magic. Locking the supermarket, John Lee raced upstairs with the books. He could reread them in the store. Nobody would recognize the otherworld script, but he didn't want interruptions. Dashing to his room, he shut the door and placed the books reverently on his desk, alongside other otherworldly books he bought and studied, complete with thick notes. Taking a deep breath, he carefully opened the magic theory book. Of course, he didn't expect to master magic from this alone, having been in the other world only briefly. Despite diligent self-study and learning the script, he was still essentially illiterate. From knowing no words to half-guessing through a book, he struggled with complex passages. He estimated his level at that of an otherworld elementary student. Self-teaching an unknown power with such limited literacy was too risky. If lucky, he did fail to learn. If unlucky, who knows, maybe his head would end up on his feet. John Lee didn't take that chance. Thus, his borrowed books were mostly theory, including a textbook used by Augustus' sister, Ophelia Dean. In her first year at magic school, he opened that one now, designed for beginners. It was simple and clear. It explained magic as existence, categorizing elements into types with detailed descriptions. John Lee read carefully, piecing it together. From customers' chatter, he knew becoming a mage depended on talent. Chris, for instance, had none, so he honed his physique to fight beasts. His companion Erin, however, was a mage. John Lee had seen her chase Chris with a fireball, but the book clarified that everyone on Leland continent had some magical talent, just varying in degree. For example, ordinary people had a talent of Yi, while mages needed at least Shi. The entry standard for magic school, John Lee wondered about himself. The book noted magic elements were everywhere in beasts, trees, and perhaps why otherworld humans had talent, but he wasn't a native to Leland. Did he have it? He flipped through but found no method to test talent. Lost in reading, he didn't notice nightfall until his stomach growled. Cook him a quick dinner from fridge leftovers. He went to bed, needing to open the supermarket early. Before sleeping, John Lee decided to ask customers about testing magical talent tomorrow. He had a hunch he'd eventually leave Dory City to explore Leland. To survive beyond the hourglass, he needed self-defense. If he lacked magical talent, becoming a strong warrior was the path. Physical training. John Lee, the frail college student, slowly pulled up his blanket.